Hello, ladies. If you're here right now, comment and let us know that you are here. Welcome to Career Makeover Chat. We're going to allow another minute or two for people to join. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Charity. Glad you ladies could make it today. Okay, so comment if you're here. Welcome, ladies. My name is Lisa Marie. I'm the founder of Girl Work It. Comment and let us know if you're here. Let us know what your goal is for today. What are you hoping to take away from today's Career Makeover Chat? What is one thing that you're struggling with that you're hoping to get some clarity on today? And we're going to get started here in just a minute. Hi, Barbara. Okay, ladies. So today's chat's going to be about 30 to 45 minutes. Comment and make sure, or let me know if you ladies can hear me, if you can see me okay, if there's any technical issues I should be aware of before we get started. We're going to dive in just a minute here. So let us know what you're hoping to take away from today. What challenges are you experiencing in your career? If you are here right now, you're probably in the process of or wanting to change careers, get into a better career opportunity or work life, and you're probably feeling stuck or feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling lost with the process or stressed out. Maybe you're feeling like you're spinning your wheels and you need some direction. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Lisa Marie. I am the founder of Girl Work It. I myself used to be a burnt out, underpaid, and unfulfilled healthcare professional. And that was supposed to be my forever career. It was the thing that I focused on, that I went to school for. And when I left the medical field, I didn't exactly know what I was going to do. However, I knew that I had a vision for my life, and I knew that I had goals that deserved recognition, and that if I just went all in on myself, that I would come out on top. And so in the process, I was able to come across some really helpful and beautiful mentors and coaches and people that helped me along the way. And ultimately, me being very goal-oriented and valuing my career. I have a very strong work ethic, and I'm very purpose-driven as well. And so I found my love in helping people develop their careers and transition into more fulfilling careers and pivot out of that state of burnout as well and make more money, just like I had done for myself. And so within the first 2 years, I had already started and scaled 3 online businesses focusing on helping career changers. And so since then, I've had the honor of helping thousands of professionals, both men and women at all career levels, pivot, advance, recover their careers, and also on a personal level to help them recover themselves, recover their health, recover their well-being, focus on mindset, and help them upgrade. So, the whole concept behind Girl Work It is empowering women to their highest potential with their careers, their income, and their personal lives. And so if you've been a part of my world, maybe you've seen some posts on LinkedIn about women that we've helped. And, we have tons of results, tons of testimonials, tons of case studies. And so the processes that we've created, it works. And we're able to take women one-on-one and hand in hand and walk them through their career challenges and give them applicable and valuable tools, help them acquire knowledge and resources and skills to be able to advance their careers on their own independently and to advance their earning potential. So if you're here right now, you're probably feeling a lot of uncertainty, and that's what I want to talk about today. So these career makeover chats, I'm going to start hosting them every Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so this will be a chance for women who are in career change and struggling to get some clarity as well as some insight and ask questions. So I do want this to be more of a casual kind of conversation. I want you to comment and ask questions as they come up, or to engage with me as I'm talking about today's discussion, because I want to know what your challenges are, and I want to know how I can offer guidance or solutions to what your challenges are. I've worked with thousands of people, so there's nothing that I haven't heard or seen yet in this kind of work. And so whatever you're going through right now, I understand what you're going through. And I also have advice, and I have practical strategies that we use with our clients every single day. We have an amazing success rate in our coaching programs. And so in these career makeover chats, I'm sharing with you insight that we use in these programs specifically. And so we have a very high success rate. We have testimonials of women that are transforming not just their careers. They're not just landing, dozens of interviews and high level job offers and big opportunities, but they're also changing their personal lives and really having this inside out transformation. And so that's what the career makeover concept is all about. And Girl Work It is about empowering women to work it with confidence in every area of their careers and lives. So that's what we're going to dive into today. You're going to get a dose of that today. And so I'm excited. So if you're just now joining us, comment and let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know what you're hoping to take away from today. So the topic that I'd like to talk about today before we dive into Q&A. So whatever questions come up, enter them in the chat. And then at the end of this live stream today, I will go through and answer them. So the topic that kind of intuitively is coming up for me, but also that I've just noticed coming up a lot in my client calls and in women reaching out to me for help is this concept of career clarity and skills discovery. So that's what I'd like to take the next 30 minutes to focus on with you ladies, is giving you some insight around what is career clarity, what is skills discovery, how can I apply myself in a new career. And this is the first and most important step if you are changing careers or you're considering a career change. It doesn't matter if you're a man, you're a woman, if you are a high-level executive, or if you're a transitioning teacher going into the corporate world, or a stay-at-home mom who is re-entering the workforce, you need to start here. And so we're going to talk about career clarity and skills discovery today. So basically what this is you gaining clarity on, first of all, what are your career goals, right? Where are you going in your career? Where do you fit in? What kind of skills do you have that you can leverage and bring with you moving forward? And how do you apply those skills? So when you're making a career change, you essentially have to rebrand yourself, right? Maybe you've heard of this term. Comment and let me know. Have you heard of the concept of personal or professional branding? So this is going to be really important for anybody changing careers. And even if you're going into, starting your own business or doing coaching like I had to do, I had to rebrand myself from a medical professional to what I do now and where I'm going moving forward. And so we're always rebranding ourselves. But when it comes to a career change and navigating the job market, there has to be a very intentional, specific strategy around rebranding yourself. And that starts with clarity and skills discovery. And so this part of the process is going to be step one for anyone changing careers. And basically who this is for is if you're wanting a positive career change, of course, if you want to make more money and up-level your earning potential, and you want to have all like the work-life balance and the schedule flexibility and a rewarding career, but you have the big part of, if you know, one way to identify if you're missing career clarity and skills discovery, if you've skipped over this step completely, is you have a lot of I don't knows. And what I mean by that is you say or you think as you're going through this process, I don't know a lot. So I don't know where to start. I don't know what skills I have. I don't know what roles I'm qualified for. Comment and let me know if this is you or if this sounds familiar to you. I don't know where my skills fit in. I don't know what I want. I don't know how to market or sell myself in a new career. I have no experience and I don't know how to translate that. I don't know if I'm even qualified. I don't know if I have to go back to school. I don't know if I can do this. Like there's all these questions, right? And so that ultimately is an indicator of uncertainty and the fact that you haven't gone through this career clarity and skills discovery process. So you could also be applying for just whatever you think you might be qualified for, but again, you're not sure. Or maybe you are hung up on your resume. You've been revising it, or you've hired people to help you with your resume. You're adding in keywords, you're changing things for every job, but you still don't know. You're not 100% sure of what you're doing or where you're going. Maybe you're hung up on the cold application process and you don't know a more effective or efficient way to apply for jobs or get in front of hiring managers or access to opportunities, right? And so there's this sense of lack of direction, a lack of strategy, a lack of intention, a lack of a process, right? And ultimately that leaves you feeling stuck in this job search loophole. Comment and let me know if that makes sense. You're stuck in this job search loophole. You're maybe getting rejected or overlooked and you don't know why. And so then therefore that leads to a lack of confidence, right? That starts to take a hit on your self-esteem and your confidence in well, feeling like maybe you're unworthy of bigger, better opportunities, or just lacking confidence in your ability to make a pivot. You probably know, if you're here right now or been a part of my world on LinkedIn for a while, you probably know that you have a lot of potential. You are a valuable woman and you have a strong work ethic. I know you do. And you like helping people. And you have an amazing skill set that you can draw from, right? And so it's not that you're lacking potential. It's not that you're lacking capabilities or skills, right? And so navigating the job market and understanding hiring expectations and navigating even advancing in the workforce in today's post-pandemic world requires a skill set. And so just because you don't have the skills, the tools, the knowledge, the resources to be able to develop and advance your career moving forward does not make you less qualified or capable, right? So that's actually the easy part, acquiring the tools, the skills, the knowledge, knowing what to do, like fulfilling and canceling out this I don't know and exchanging that for I know what to do. That's the easy part, right? And so the hard part is usually for people mindset and also in just really working through the process and coming up with a strategy that is going to move you closer to your goals and help you to continue leveling up in your career, with your income, with your life. So when you have this kind of level of confidence in where you're going, that changes everything. It really changes everything. And I always say that there's an equation to success, and it's when clarity meets confidence, that's a recipe for greater success. You can apply that to any other goal that you have in your life, relationship goals, health and fitness goals, career goals. If you don't have clarity, right, on where you're going or what you're doing, that's going to cause you to feel stuck. It's going to cause you to feel maybe like you're stuck in a rut or that you are pigeonholed. When you can't see where you're going, you're feeling your way in the dark, right? And that can be really frustrating. And then not having confidence creates inaction because we don't feel confident enough to put ourselves out there and to go after the things that we want. And so the way that we develop clarity and confidence is through having a strategy and a process that has been proven, that you know works, and that you know is going to lead to results in place, right? So when you have this strategy for career clarity and skills discovery, for instance, or in being able to pivot, transition, up level your career, your income, your personal life, having a strategy, having a process in place is going to lead to clarity and confidence for you. I guarantee that it will. It happens with all of the clients that we've worked with at Girl Work It, all of the thousands of women that we've helped. They all start off feeling stuck and feeling overwhelmed and wondering if this is even possible. But once they have tools, strategies, knowledge, they are very confident and they feel unlimited. They feel unstoppable. They get to go out and conquer their goals, their immediate goals, but they continue thriving and excelling for years and getting access to so many great opportunities. And then in the process, they refer their friends and their colleagues and their families, and they talk about us on podcasts. And like, because the process was so impactful and so helpful in empowering them to be able to go out and develop their careers independently and to continue thriving, that's how powerful clarity and confidence is. And having a strategy is going to allow you to be clear in your direction and how to get from where you're at to where you want to be now with your goals, as well as in the future as you continue to change and evolve. Okay, so It is common too for fear to be keeping a lot of people from even diving into a strategy or putting themselves into unknown territory, right? So there's this fear component. Like, you don't want to put yourself in a worse situation than you're in now. A lot of the women that we've worked with at Girl Work It for the last 2 to 3 years have been transitioning teachers, and about 95% of our clientele are transitioning teachers at this point. But we've worked with women of all career levels and all earning potential capacities too. And so this is very common for our teachers, where it's like they know they're in a toxic situation, or women who are comfortable in their careers, but they're not happy. They're not challenging themselves anymore. They're capped out. They feel stagnant. And so this fear of like, what if I leave where I'm at and it's worse? Or what if it's a little better, but I still am not happy? So that's where having clarity in exactly where you're going, what roles you're a good fit for, and the process that you're going to take throughout your journey. So having a macro zoomed out plan is going to be very important for you. And a plan essentially goes hand in hand with a strategy and a process. Like for me, I have every day I write down my values for health, wealth, relationships, purpose, and then play and like adventure and all that stuff is important for me too. So like values, and then I write out like details of those values. And so I have this macro vision of my life, and I do the same with Girl Work It and my role as the founder of Girl Work It. And none of this would even be possible. The lives that we've had the honor of facilitating change in would not be possible if I had never developed clear goals and a clear vision for where I wanted to go in my career and what I wanted to build. Like all of the services we have, the programs, those came from my own brain and my own ability to assess what women need. I created our step-by-step programs and all of these strategies. If you've ever seen any of my training videos and all of the parts of this process, I created from the thousands of people that I had worked with in changing careers. I identified their common problems and I created solutions to their problems. And you need to do the same in your career. You are providing services in your career, right? You don't have to be a business owner to provide services. In your career, you are the business owner of your own career, and you have to sell yourself. You have to market and sell your services, what makes you different than everyone else, what makes you stand out, what's the one differentiating factor that nobody has and nobody ever will have that you have. And to be able to sell that to the world, to be able to go out there with confidence and put yourself out there for big opportunities. If you have the heart of a leader and you really love developing people and developing systems and creating projects and leading projects and seeing things to fruition and to development, honing in on your leadership skills, that's going to be another important part for you. But if you don't have clarity and confidence and strategy for all of that, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to stay exactly where you're at. And I love this quote that I think it's Jim Rohn says, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you're stuck in a certain situation, something has to change. You have to do something different, right? And I know it can be scary. So I want to give you ladies actually some examples here. So I want to give you examples of roles and skills that the women that we've worked with in our programs and transitioning teachers have gained clarity on. So let me walk you first through the career clarity and skills discovery process at Girl Work It. I can speak to our process. You're going to need this. No matter if you end up getting help with this or not, this is a process that you're going to need to go through. So at Girl Work It, kind of what this looks like is, we pair our new clients with our program coach, and she goes through with them through their resume, through their work history, through their educational achievements, through all of their certifications, trainings, courses, workshops you've done, and projects that you've worked on. And so she's basically going through, this is a part of our process, is to I call it the deep scrub. Do a deep scrub on everything you've done, even things that you don't think are applicable or work related, that maybe it's volunteer related or in your personal life, you have a work gap or whatever the case is. You want to leverage and deep scrub as many qualifications and skills as you can. So this is a part of this process, and this takes, filling out questionnaires and doing it one-on-one with my program coach at Grow Work It. She used to be a recruiter, a headhunter, an HR manager. She's a job search coach. She's also a career coach, a life coach, a mindset coach. So she has inside access to the job market, which is really wonderful. And that's one big reason how our clients are able to get so many interviews. They get traction pretty much within a week or two of working with us. Most people start getting really great interviews. They end up with at least 2 to 3 job offers by the end of our 8 to 12 week programs. So the point being is that having inside perspective and knowledge that maybe you can't see or you don't know, right, is going to be a part of this process that can take you to levels and heights that you can't go alone. And so you have the skill set, but sometimes you need somebody who has experience in identifying transferable skills, and then translating those skills is a whole other thing. So we're going to do the deep scrub. And then from there, we're going to basically have at the end of that deep scrub or deep dive session, a list of at least 50 to 100 transferable skills. And I know that that probably sounds like a lot, but it's not, because these transferable skills are also going to serve as keywords. They're going to serve as industry terminology. They're going to serve as important touch points and selling points for your career portfolio. Your resume, I recommend having multiple resume variations. Cover letters, LinkedIn profile, that's all SEO, keyword based. Website, you should have your own website. Presentations and portfolios and all these other digital documents need to have keywords. Your skills are keywords. In the online world, your skills are keywords. So yes, it's important to tell a story and to brand your journey and to have some personality and all of that in your resume. You can do that a little bit, but more so like LinkedIn and on the website. But if you are not being found in search results or online or standing out, nothing else matters, right? You need to get seen. You need to be visible. And then when you're visible, people lay eyes on you. They need to be like, wow, this person is incredible. I need to connect with them. I need to connect with her. She's high value. She has potential. She's high value, right? And so that's all comes back to how you market and sell yourself. So having this list of transferable skills is going to be an important part of that process. And I say this all the time, but transferable skills does not equal translated skills, right? So what skills, even, looking into projects you've worked on, what achievements have you obtained? We're going to use all of that. So it's like skills and achievements led information and data, basically, that we're collecting. That step one is to collect and identify that information. And that is basically the purpose of career clarity and skills discovery. So in addition to that, and maybe you are somebody, comment and let me know if you don't know what roles you qualify for. So that's going to be a really big piece of this process too, is we can't even begin to identify transferable skills if we don't know what roles you want and are qualified for. So having a list of best fitting roles and specific job titles, because there are so many different job titles. Usually for so many roles, there are different job titles. So what are you targeting, right? Where do you even fit in? So having those list of roles, having a list of industries that you're interested in and that you fit into is going to be important too. What industry do you want to brand yourself into? Because whenever you're changing careers, if you're changing into a new industry or even in the same industry, like we have a lot of teachers that want to stay in education, but you still have to rebrand yourself. The goal is to position yourself as an industry authority, right? So you need to come up and market yourself as an industry expert. So what industries are you a good fit for? And what roles and what career levels are you pursuing too? So if you're taking notes, write all this down, because the career levels, the industries, the roles, the skills, the achievements, the projects, like all of that stuff is really, really important. It's going to be important for your career portfolio build out, which is going to be the next step after career clarity and skills discovery. So this is laying the foundation. This is the foundational data and information that you need to market and sell yourself. I hope this is making sense. This part is so important. It is the step. It is the most important step. And most people completely overlook this step. They don't know about it and they don't know how to go through this process. And so therefore they usually pick up their resume, they start there. They're like, I dust this thing off. I haven't touched this thing in years or decades. Maybe I'll hire a resume writer to help me. But then they get into this loophole of like applying for jobs and getting rejected or ghosted or going through interviews, but not getting the offer. And then they go back to the resume and then the applications and the resume and the applications. And it's just like, it's a loophole, right? And so that's usually because they don't know what else to do, but also they don't have an effective process for really marketing and selling themselves. And they don't have all of this data. So if you're not, this data is what's going to make you respectable, credible, and high value in whatever role or field you're pursuing. And you would be amazed by how many roles you qualify for right now without having to upskill or go back to school. And that's another thing, is a lot of people start with upskilling. You have a lot of skills that you can leverage now. And sometimes you do have to get certain certifications and whatnot, but most of you have a lot of skills now that you can leverage. You're just leaving them on the table. You don't know, you're not seeing them, and you don't know how to bring them forward with you. Okay. So having all of this data in place is going to be essential. It's going to be the first step for you. The other thing that you want to have for this step of the process is earning potential clarity, right? Like that is so important. And the mindset, the energy of, yes, I'm worthy of six figures. Yes, I'm worthy of higher earning potential. Yes, I'm capable. Yes, I'm qualified. No, there is no cap to my earning potential, because I know I'm a high value woman. I know that I have a lot of value to offer to the world. I want to make a big impact no matter what organization I work for or where I go in my career. I'm a big impact kind of woman. And so therefore my earning potential is unlimited, because those go hand in hand. The value you provide is equal to your earning potential. The more value you provide, the higher your earning potential should be increased by. And so our clients at Girl Work It, the women we work with, it's very common for them to double their earning potential in 6 months to a year, sometimes less than that. And it's because we're doing this deep scrub of their skills, their qualifications, and helping them gain clarity in the roles, the industries, the career levels that they're a good fit for, and then having clarity in what their earning potential is. So we need to identify a range for you at least. And for most of you, it's minimum 10 to 15K is what you should be aiming for from what you're currently or most recently getting paid. Your earning potential should go up as you advance your career. You're moving up to a new level. And if it's not going up, you're just making a lateral pivot. And so that requires strategy. To have clarity and confidence in your earning potential requires strategy. And you more than likely are a six-figure earner right now with your skill set. So if you market and sell yourself as a six-figure earner and you target all of these different pieces that I've just mentioned, and you do a really excellent job at marketing and selling yourself as a high-value six-figure industry expert, you will start to attract big opportunities, and you will get in contact with people who have access to opportunities and hiring managers. People will see your value. They will want you on their team. Are you an asset or a liability? Do you have the potential to take this organization and this role to a completely new level? Or are you here to just fulfill a job, clock in, do your job, clock out? So that's going to be the difference between having just a job that pays the bills and a purpose-driven career. And I personally, in Girl Work It, we are all about empowering women to purpose-driven careers. You're worthy of that. You deserve that. You go farther in life with a purpose-driven career. You get to make more money. You get to impact more lives. You get to have more of an impact on your ability to help people. And you get to develop your skill set to a higher level in life too, because your services are go hand in hand with your skill set. So the more potential you offer and you display in your process for marketing and selling yourself, the more potential people will see in you. People will only believe in you to the extent in which you believe in yourself. And your level of confidence is everything. If you walk into interviews or you show up virtually to interviews or to a new role and you display yourself with confidence, even though you're not exactly sure about things, people will buy into your confidence. Like that is the thing. People will feel that. And that starts with having this career clarity and skills discovery process in place, having all of this data, because then once you've collected this information, you can go on to build out your personal brand, your career portfolio pieces, your LinkedIn profile, your online presence. That's step 2, once you have all of this information. I'm going to give you some examples of roles and skills that we've helped. I'll choose one of our most recent clients and somebody that we've worked with. I'm going to use a transitioning teacher for this example. I really love using them as examples because, and comment and let me know if you were a transitioning teacher, by the way, because their career change from education to corporate is very significant. And they are some of the most high valued and have high valued professionals, and they have one of the most diverse skill sets and backgrounds. And they also typically lack the most amount of clarity in how to apply themselves outside of the education setting or outside of the classroom. So basically the room for transformation is really huge with our transitioning teachers. And so let me pull up, let's see. So what I'm going to do is just list off some role examples, job titles, as well as transferable skill examples. So this wonderful lady came to us. She was a transitioning teacher struggling for quite some time. She came to us, and when we did an initial consultation, she had a couple of roles in mind, like training and development coordinator, learning and development coordinator. She had a couple of roles in mind, and she knew that she wanted to work hybrid or remote. She kind of knew what her earning potential was, but it was based on her teaching salary. She really didn't know. So after this career clarity and skills discovery process, we identified, I can't show you and share my screen for privacy reasons, but I'm going to do my best to give you a picture of what we have here. So the information, and we do this for all of the women that we work with. And this is, you're going to need this kind of list in place. So we have 2 resumes that we've created for her in our Career Makeover 8-week coaching program. We do 2 resumes, 2 cover letters. It's like a really comprehensive built out portfolio package. So the 2 resumes allows us to target different industries, different roles, different skill sets, different achievements and projects that are tailored, right? You want it to be custom tailored, keyword tailored, industry tailored for the roles that you are targeting. So these resumes you can use for many years in your career, right? You just need to tweak some things, but this is basically like everything that you could qualify for now and in the future. And they position you for really high level opportunities as well. So anyway, so the first resume, we identified there's about 8 roles, 9, and then the second resume about the same, 8 or 9 roles. So we took those 2 to 3 roles that she came to us interested in, and we expanded that to about 15 to 20 roles. Okay, we separated them into 2 different resumes, and then within each resume we have about, this is probably 40, 50 skills that we've identified. And so these skills, a lot of them she had heard about them and she was familiar with, but she didn't know they could translate into these corporate type of roles. And so that's where the translation process is going to be important. And then also understanding, oh yeah, I worked on this type of project or I did this type of thing and it translates perfectly into this type of role in the corporate world, but I had no idea because I didn't have that expertise and perspective to be able to make the connection. Okay. So some of the roles that we positioned her for were high-level management roles. And all of our clients pursue these high-level roles nowadays. So this was more technology-based with this resume, but it was instructional design, training and development management, learning and development and professional development specialist, professional development management, employee onboarding manager, content strategy manager. So we were able to combine all of these roles into one resume. And then for the skills, we've got instructional design, and these were all from teaching, curriculum design, implementing DEI initiatives. We've got some program management there, corporate leadership and training, talent acquisition management. There's a ton of skills here. I'm skipping over so many of them. Leadership development, business operations management, process improvement expertise. There's so many skills. So we blew that one up for her and we're able to leverage a ton of skills. And then the other resume was more business focused. So we have executive administrative assistant, office management, events and program management, project manager, marketing coordinator, social media manager, grant writer, proposal, and technical writer. And then within that, we have another 40 or 50 skills. So this is part of the results of going through this career clarity and skills discovery process, is that you have the roles and skills, and then you also have a ton of information on your achievements, your courses, trainings, workshops. So next week on Thursday, when I host another live stream, I'm going to be talking about personal branding. And so there, I'm going to try and show you ladies a resume example that is skills and achievements and projects based and focused. And that's going to connect the dots from everything I'm saying today is going to make a lot more sense if I can show you in a more tangible, applicable example next week. So all of this information is going to be important for us to be able to build out those important sections that need to be in your resume and in all of your portfolio pieces. A big mistake that I see people make in their resume, for instance, is starting with their work history or underselling themselves. They leave out sections completely that the skills and roles I've just read off to you aren't included. There's no keywords, there's no translated skills, there's no real applicable qualifications. Like, it is reading like a transcript. It's more of like, here's the work I've done, here's some of those skills I have, here's kind of what I'm looking for, and I hope that you hire me. Instead of being like, wow, just that first page should completely be focused for most of you on selling your skills and how you have developed those skills. Projects you've worked on, things you've achieved, right? So like proving, marketing, and selling yourself. So there's a ton of roles. Moral of the story, there's so many career options for you right now with your current skill set. And this career clarity piece is going to be important for you, okay? Comment and let me know if this is resonating and if this is something that you've struggled with in the past or currently struggling with. And then we're going to drop into some Q&A. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Moral of the story of today's live stream and class is that clarity and confidence are going to be essential parts of your success in your career, with your income, with your personal life. And that all comes from having a strategy in place. And the first step, the most important step, and part of this process is career clarity and skills discovery. If you are someone who is changing careers, if you're looking for a new role in a new industry, and if you're feeling stuck, if you're struggling, spinning your wheels, no matter how you're feeling, this is a step that everyone needs to go through. Okay. And so this is the thing that's going to help you move forward. It's going to empower you. It's going to propel you. Okay. And that's what I'm here for, to help you experience your highest potential. So, okay. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments here. Some of you in the past have also emailed our team with questions, and you can do that as well. If you're watching this on the replay, our email is support@girlworkit.com. Let me just pull up my LinkedIn to make sure I'm not missing any comments there. And then for those of you who have reached out for me asking about support opportunities, we do offer a career clarity and skills discovery one-off coaching session at Girl Work It. It's a 60-minute coaching session. And so if you're interested in going through this process, things will change for you. Like, if you did nothing else, do this. This is going to be the first step for you. And right now, I think we have this session for $397 as our promotion. So you can do a payment plan with that if you want, but this is going to be the first most impactful, important step for you. If you're interested in that, though, book a consultation with me first as the first step so that we can discuss the process. And I want to make sure that your questions are answered, that you know exactly what to expect. So we do require calls for everyone that wants to work with us. This is my free 15-minute consultation. So just book that first with me, and then we'll get you enrolled in that career clarity coaching session. If you are looking for one-on-one support, I would suggest booking either a consultation or a strategy call with me. A strategy call is going to be more in depth. This is a 30-minute call where we kind of go through and create a career makeover strategy for you that's personalized. And we want to look at also your resume and give you some feedback for improvement, and really just go through the process and help you to identify what needs to be done and how we can help you and support you in that. And so we have an 8-week and a 12-week career coaching program. And they all start with career clarity and skills discovery. This is the first step, the most impactful step. So if you're looking for a community of other like-minded women who get you, who are here to support you, cheer you on, give you advice, give you direction, as well as one-on-one support from our team at Girl Work It, and to walk away with the tools, the knowledge, the skills to be able to navigate your career successfully, and to be able to transition at free will whenever you want, and to be able to build job security to protect your own career, because the workforce is unstable, it's unpredictable. That's something that's going to be important for you. So if you're looking for a plan and a strategy and tools to protect your career so that you can rebound or pivot as needed if an unexpected layoff occurs, for instance, you have the tools to be able to push forward, right? And so if that one-on-one support is something you're looking for, book a consultation with me. The link is on our website. It's also on my LinkedIn profile under Let's Chat, or book a career strategy deep dive with me. I do have a promotion on that call right now, and that will be credited towards our programs if we move forward. So if you're looking for support, those are some options for you. And then let me just look here on the live stream. And we'll be meeting again next week on Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Time. So if you were able to join us today, thank you for joining. I'm glad you're able to make it, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Okay, so I'm seeing some comments. Let's see here. I love Charity. If you're still here, I love how you said, I look forward to nothing more than operating in my purpose in a professional and permanent way. That's really powerful. And I hope that you're able to achieve that. That's really beautiful. Okay. Charity says, I'm looking forward to getting some support around getting an interview for my resume and direction. So I hope that this class today has been helpful for you. Yep, you're looking to pivot outside of education. So I think today's class was certainly applicable to you, given the fact that you have a lot of transferable skills that you can use. Barbara says, I'm feeling stuck, lacking clarity on how to rebrand and market myself. You have a diverse background, Barbara, in healthcare, biotech, biopharma. Yeah. Yep. So this process is going to be number one for you, Barbara, if you're still here. Okay. All right, ladies. Actually, there's more. Geneva says, I definitely need some direction. I'm also a transitioning teacher looking to jumpstart a new career. Geneva, this is going to be the first step for you as well. That direction, right? Is like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to get to where I want to be. How do I get from point A to point B? I know that I'm valuable. I know that I have skills. I know that I have a strong work ethic. I know that I'm capable, but big question mark, what's the vehicle that's going to take me from where I'm at now to where I want to be? And where do I even want to be ultimately? And usually that's at a higher level than what most people realize. Most people are usually underselling themselves and kind of lowering their standards because they lack clarity and confidence. So that's going to be important for you, Geneva. Lori says, Transitioning classroom teacher, hoping to find my next career path, feeling stuck. Yes, so many applications, no interviews. Yep. So Lori, this is probably a matter of how are you marketing and selling yourself would be one of my first questions. And if we were to get on a consultation, we could go through that a little bit more. And the application process. So job search strategizing, we'll talk about in a couple of weeks here on my live stream. But having a more intentional approach that is outside the box that allows you to stand out is important. But this all starts with how are you marketing and selling yourself, you know? Kathleen says, I'm dealing with a lack of interaction from hiring managers. I've applied to more than 100 jobs with no interview. I'd be hanging out on the beach right now with a margarita in my hand for not ever having to work again in my life. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, Kathleen, from the women and professionals that we've worked with, it's like you're just throwing applications out there and not getting any traction. And so there's going to be strategies and pieces that will move the needle forward for you that are more than likely missing in your strategy currently. And how you market and sell yourself is everything, but how are you approaching the job market? How are you differentiating yourself? What kind of networking are you doing? Where are you applying yourself? What kind of value are you providing? You know, and that sort of thing. So the cold application process is broken. It's ineffective. It's overcrowded. And that's basically where you're just going on to job boards and you're submitting your resume or applications or using the easy apply feature. If it's easy for you, it's easy for everyone. And there's hundreds of millions of job seekers on these job boards. And so we need to have a different approach, an outside the box strategy. And that is exactly what we have helped so many career changers to develop. And this kind of strategy you can use to continue navigating opportunities. If in 6 months you decide you want to pivot again, go back to these strategies and use these tools to be able to pivot again. You're not stuck. You're never stuck. And Girl Work It is about empowering women. So if you're feeling disempowered, you're feeling powerless, you're feeling scared, worried, stressed, you know, that's a part of the transformation process, is getting you to feel empowered, confident. And that's going to start by knowing how to set yourself apart and how to get access to people, to opportunities that other people don't have access to. Getting yourself in front of the right people and being able to sell yourself as the high value woman you are and as an asset to any organization in any role. That's going to be an important part for you as well, Kathleen. Samantha's calling in from Romania. Glad you're able to make it, Samantha. Okay, ladies, I think I'm going to close out now. So if any of you has any questions, you can message me on LinkedIn. You can email our team. Otherwise, I look forward to doing a consultation with you ladies and also seeing you next week at 12 p.m. Central Time for another live stream. But I hope today was helpful for you and helping you to gain a little bit more clarity on this process than you had before today's class. And I will see you ladies next week. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.